welcome to another episode of Tales of Your Guts and Ninja. And today we're going to be talking about how to train your dragon. What does that mean? Anyway, stay tuned. Go grab your coffee, grab your snack, grab your donut, grab your popcorn. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Mr. Harry Potter. Peace out. Right, so welcome back to another episode of Tales of Your Gutsy Ninja. Hope you have your coffee ready today. No coffee, it's kind of nighttime. We're ready, and we got to get up early in the morning to hit the work. Now, I had to make this video because something hit me in the spiritual realm, and I was like, how to train your dragon. And listen, if you're a guy that is getting lucky, as we like to call it, because it's not luck. I know you're doing your game and everything. That's perfectly cool. It is perfectly cool. However, this is for the guys that are not in the aspects of constantly sleeping around. And it might sound absurd to a lot of you men out there, because a lot of men, I understand that, getting punani is not easy, right? You guys have to do a lot of work. You're going to have to show your finances. You're going to have to show a persona and make sure these girls like you and, make sure they spread it open for you. But this video is for the men out there, okay? Not the incels. That's another video we still got to make. However, this is for the men out there that know they can get women, have gotten women, but their body doesn't care for any sexual activities. And a lot of women, believe it or not, only a woman that is truthfully in her spiritual world will understand a guy like that. But most women, they're in the mundane and they have constantly, getting laid too. They will make fun of those type of guys, right? They will make fun of a guy that it wants to be reserved with his sexual prowess, reserved with his sexual energy. They make fun of those guys because a lot of women have never been told no. So to you out there specifically that wants to focus on yourself and you want to find a purpose in life, this video is for you. Listen, I wasn't too far stretched from your view. All right, I partied like everybody. I had fun like everybody. But just something in my mind, something in my soul kept telling me that there was more to life. Not a purpose. And I want to make this video specifically titled How to Train Your Dragon, because it's not just about lust, but it's about purpose. There's a lot of video content out there that tells you to make a lot of money, and that's cool. I will always never neglect that you do need money in life. All right? But my philosophy is more like Diogenes, and I know I didn't pronounce his name right because he's Greek, right? Diogenes, whatever you want to pronounce the name right. That's why we're going to put the subtitles in there. My philosophy is to live minimalistic, non-luxurious, okay? But I'm making this video how I'm dressed right now because I want to understand, to get your attention. A lot of you guys are walking this journey of unfulfilled purpose. And this message that I'm giving to you guys is not from my ego, is not from my own knowledge. It's from the knowledge of the Creator. It's a message from the Creator. And I'm not here to be a preacher to you, okay? I'm not here to be a preacher. Understand this one thing. I'm not here to be a preacher. I'm here to tell you to don't fall into the trap of you're not living in purpose. Do not fall into the trap that you are not living in purpose. And if you hear noises, it's just my dog messing around. But do not fall into the trap of not having a purpose. There's a lot of people out there selling you ADHD content, ADD content. You guys are not lazy. You guys are not stuck. You guys are not unmotivated. What you guys need is to sleep. What you guys need is to go back in touch with your nature side. Going hiking, going running. Not necessarily being in the gym, because that's indoor, closed door, pulling weights, and that's fantastic. I started doing calisthenics because I got tired of hitting the gym. So I started doing calisthenics at home. Now that I got my puppy, I go out and run with her. Go with some exercise. 20 minutes, 30 minutes. That's all it takes to start losing a few pounds if you feel that you are overweight. Why am I telling you this here? Because I was also in the same position of you trying to find somebody to tell me, oh, this is what you need to do. You guys are so overwhelmed with so much content from everybody pumping out content that you got to be rich, that you got to get off the couch and stop being lazy. And find it in yourself. You guys have the answer. You guys don't need so many content creators telling you what to do. The reason why you guys keep watching so many of those content creators, specifically the ones that tell you all about money, is because you guys are looking up to have a father in your life. Yes, it's good to stop playing video games. Yes, it's good to go have some exercise and go out hiking. But find what you want to do. Find what calls out to you. Get back in touch with your spirit. All these content creators don't like this woo-woo magic thing, but they do it behind closed doors. They meditate behind closed doors. They pray behind closed doors. They'll talk about God, but they have their own faith and their own practices behind closed doors. And the reason why they don't like to talk about God all the time is because you guys are going to stop unfollowing them. Because when a content creator starts talking about God, when a content creator starts talking about, the great spirit of the world, you guys back off. Why? Because you guys think that following God means not having fun. God lets us have fun. If he didn't let us have fun, he wouldn't have let the monks create beer. Okay? If he said that drinking was bad, he wouldn't have created wine. Or let me rephrase that. He wouldn't have turned the water into wine. God lets us have fun. What the problem is the overindulgence of every single thing. You guys think that smoking weed is bad, and you guys have your preachers tell you that, oh, you cannot smoke weed and praise God. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because weed transcends you to the Great Spirit. The only difference is that weed is going to make you realize that luxury and materialistic things are not necessarily what the individual might need. Yeah, to some, it pushes and transcends the fact that, okay, you know what? I should go and be super wealthy. And that's fine. But to some, it helps them understand that, you know what? I want a meaningful life. Does that mean that I'm not gonna be wealthy? No, it means that okay, I'm gonna go find a specific career that I want to do. She's playing with her toys. So, with that being said, find something that you want to find purpose in, but make sure you guys rest. A lot of you guys are so fully dedicated into everything that you're doing, and you guys are burning out. I burn out all the time. But I learned to realize that on my days off, if I need to sleep, it's not being lazy. All these content creators here, I won't mention names, but they'll tell you you're lazy. Oh, you need to, on your days off, you need to be hustling and you need to be, working and you need to be finding something. Rest. Rest. You need your rest. If you have been putting so much work for the last 3 years and then all of a sudden you start burning out on your fourth year, rest. Sleep on your day off. Sleep that 7, 8, 12 hours. And then wake up and do the activity that you want to do. Sleep. Oh, the rich only sleep 4 to 5 hours. Fuck the rich. Sleep. If you're meant to be wealthy and find a network with your people, you will be wealthy. Okay? My philosophy is that of the cynic Diogenes, and I live non-luxury life, non-materialistic life. Does that mean that I'm not gonna buy certain things and collect certain things that I want to put on myself, or because we need cars to go have a car? No. See, even following and adapting my life and applying that into my life and that philosophy, and also the philosophy of Miyamoto Musashi, you have to adapt every single of those philosophies into a modern era. Even Miyamoto Musashi understood that not everything in life is about luxury. And he lived a very minimalistic life. And he lived in a shack out in the mountain where he wrote his book. So learn to adapt to the principles of philosophers that really truly speak out to you as in the individual person. If these new modern content creators speak out to you and you want that, then this video is not for you. Go follow them, go subscribe to them, and go send them the money and spend $100, $200, $300 on your super chats. That's on you. I sent to my favorite content creators $20, $5. That's how I show my support. But for me to spend $200, that's like you simping for an OnlyFans girl. You can shoot the messenger if you want to, but that's like simping over OnlyFans girl. You're doing the same thing. I may ask for support, but I know people are not gonna send me a couple funds to help the channel. That's why I work, and I dedicate my life to working, so I can support my own channel and do the things that I own. But go and find somebody that you can talk to also. Just because you're broken, just because you're heartbroken also, doesn't mean that you're going to be dragging it for years and years and years. You as a man, it actually takes longer time to get out of that heartbreak, specifically if you love the girl and you were like, this is the one that I want to, this is the one that I want to go above and beyond for. This is the girl that I see a family with. This is a girl that I want to work hard for and show her that she picked the right guy for herself. Oh, she broke my heart. She left me. It's all right. It's her loss, brother. It's her loss. Let her find whoever the hell she wants to find. Oh, she dating right away. Let her, bro. Women have to move on quick. Women can handle loneliness, and the ones that do, you guys can't even handle them. Why? Because these women are healed. These women know what they want in life. And this woman, believe it or not, they're not gonna play you like that. Because they know what it is to be heartbroken. They know what it is to be betrayed by somebody that they thought they would wanted to spend their life with. And the same goes for the woman. Forget about the men that move on so fast right away. Let them be. It's just broken people dating broken people. It's just broken people dating broken people. And this is why they always end up with a lot of baby mamas and a lot of baby daddies. Because it's just broken people dating broken people. So tame your dragon, tame your lust. Lust comes in many forms. A lot of people think lust is just sexual. Lust can be overindulgence. What does that mean? It means it can be over drinking, over smoking, over partying, overindulging in snacks, overindulging in sweets, overindulging in everything. Lust is hitting in many forms. But learn to rest and sleep. If you've been putting work in and then your body starts telling you that on your days off you need to sleep, sleep. Why will you beat yourself up and listen to people that are telling you that you are lazy when your body is telling you that you should sleep? Oh, because my favorite content creators tell me that I only need to sleep 4 or 5 hours. Listen, I've slept 4 or 5 hours before. I've worked 16, 18-hour days. But I'm in the point of my timeline where I'm enjoying the sleep that I fucking missed. I'm enjoying the sleep where my body is telling me, yo, sons, make sure that you sleep. Make sure that you rest. Yes, it's fun to be ambitious. It's fun to open up and try to make a business. It's fun to overthink in ideas and be like, you know what? I want to open up this business and I want to make this and I want to invent this. And you know what? Now I want to go party and I want to go drink and I want to go smoke and I want to. It's okay. But there's a point in your life for everything. And if you're young right now, understand, if you're a man, a young boy, young man, there is a point in the time frame in your life for everything, even to get laid. I'm gonna tell you this right now from every single OG that I have met through my entire life in the kitchens. All of the ones that were laying pipe, because that's how we like to call it, in their 20s and in their 30s, they're in their 40s and their 50s with no women sometimes. And they still going out there with that mentality of still laying pipe. And it's not wrong. But you as a man should have your own understanding and your own reflecting in your mind to say, I don't see myself laying pipe forever. I don't see myself just, having unlimited sex forever. Eventually, I want to either start a family or if you can't have kids, to be with a woman, and have a beautiful relationship with that woman for the rest of your life. If you choose to. If you want to be a bachelor for the rest of your life, that is perfectly fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking to the ones that want to find a purpose. The only purpose that you have right now is to live your life. Don't let the agenda, and I'm going to put it to you in this specific word after, don't let the agenda of another individual influence your own timeline. And if you don't want to take my quote for that, then you can take Steve Jobs' quote. Don't let other people's dogma dictate your life. Just because you feel that you are behind does not mean that you won't succeed. People think success means luxury, riches, but success in a simple terms of the spirituality, from what I have learned from Hinduism, from Christianity, and from being your Hayoka, is that success is living every day to the best of your own potential. That's what life is about. And even if you don't give up, even if you don't give up, you're still going to make it. You're going to make it by having a home. You're going to make it by having a car. A lot of people think not giving up means that these people think they want to be rich and famous. A lot of people, for them, not giving up is being alive. It's not about becoming famous. It's not about having a lot of businesses. Not everybody wants that. And if you right now are watching this video, listening to this video, and you're like, I feel a rush in life, is because you have let yourself be influenced by all these other people in the internet tell you that you need to be making 300,000 a year, that you need to be making 15,000 a month, that you need to be driving a Mercedes Benz, that you need to be driving a BMW, that you need to be driving a G-Wagon, that you need to have a Bugatti. This is why you feel rushed. This is why you're stressed. This is why you feel that your life is unfulfilled. It's not to make you feel good. It's to wake your originality of who you truly were before the internet and before everybody else that have made it already influence you. This is why they're called influencers. Because they're influencing you to live to their expectations and not to your expectation. They're called influencers because they influence you to live to their expectations and not to your expectation. This is why you guys rush to give them money. Super chats, even though they're welcome, because if you want to support, that's amazing. But you give them over $100, $200, it's like you're like a, what do you call them, e-fangirl, just like that to the only fangirls. The same thing. And to the young men out there that are giving away so much money to only fangirls, please stop. Go to a real brothel and go get some action from a real woman on a brothel. At least that one is going to give you some real attention and some real affection during the intercourse. An online girlfriend, an e-girl, they don't care about you. And this is why you need to tame your dragon. Stop overspending money on these e-girls, on these OnlyFans girls. Shoot, go to the adult con section and go meet your favorite porn star if that's the case. At least you know you're meeting your porn star, your favorite porn star. But you spending money every paycheck, every month by sending this OnlyFans girls that will never give a fuck about your mental health, that will never give a fuck about your problems, because all you're doing is a little momentary serotonin. You're getting just a little momentary serotonin because she said, hi, oh, thank you for your $300. Thank you for your $2,000. For the idiots out there, yeah, you idiots out there sending $2,000, $3,000. She's never gonna fuck you. You want to get fucked? Go to a brothel. You want some affection? Go to the strip club. At least they will pretend they give a fuck about you. Go to the brothel. That's why we invented that. What is wrong with you sitting in your phone, sitting in your computer, sending money to this girl that's shaking her ass on her computer and on her phone, and you're sending her money, and you're never gonna see her because she's in some other state. And even if she's in your state, she's not gonna give a fuck about you. What has happened to you guys? You guys have lost your masculinity. Matter of fact, it is more masculine to go to a brothel, and it's more masculine to go to the freaking strip club and have the girl shake her damn titties in front of your face than in a damn screen. Because at least you're out there putting yourself in there. Because it's more masculine to go to the brothel and go to the strip club and have her shake her titties right in front of your face. Because at least you can enjoy it and you can grab them. Yeah, this video is this blunt today because you guys need to stop on taming your dragon. At least you tame your dragon and you know that where you're gonna be spending your money at. And you're like, wow, you know what? At least she was real. At least she was there. Stop spending your money on OnlyFans girls. Seriously. Because you guys are the same guys that complain about all these women and their body count. Let women be women. Let these females get run through. Let these females have the unlimited sex that they want to have. Last video I made, yes, I talk about a lot of you guys being running to church. If you guys want to run to Christ, that's cool. Run to wherever you want. But don't expect a woman to change her morality for you. This woman will not change their morality for you. This woman will not change their morality for you because they don't care. If they wanted to have a morality, they will take the advice of their fathers, their grandmothers, their sisters of not doing what they do, being an OnlyFans girl. And this is no shade to you if you're an OnlyFans girl. This is shade to the men out there that are so freaking retarded and keep sending money to girls that they don't give a fuck about them. Stop being nervous. Go to the strip clubs and I'll guarantee you that you will learn how to eventually talk to a woman. But don't think that every woman is just gonna talk to you like they talk to you in the strip club. No, you're gonna have to do the work and go talk to the girls if you want to. Start simple conversations. Just a damn hello goes a long way. If you work with women, show them some respect, talk with them nicely, have some fun jokes with them, and then you can do the same with the girl that you like at the gym. I don't recommend talking with women at the gym and dating anybody at the gym at all, because at the end of the day, it's like, why would you want to shit with the gym that you go to? Because I love the gym that I go to, and I'm not gonna date any girl from the gym that I go to, because it will make no sense. Because I'm not gonna leave the gym. I'm gonna go back to my gym. So learn to the cues of the world. I know you guys are like, oh, it's because I'm autistic. That's not an excuse. I'm autistic myself. I'm autistic. Okay? But technically now it's called Asperger's because I'm in my 30s. So it's called Asperger's. But I'm autistic. I was an autistic boy. Very quiet, never talk to people, never look people in the eye. My form of steaming was either moving my legs while I was sitting in the chair, listening to a lot of music when the headphones came out, listening to a bunch of music, always walking with my earphones on. That's a form of autistic because we have very sensitive ears to sound. We have very, very sensitive ears to where like just a little tiny sound and we're like, what's like we know what's going on with the sound. We're like, whoa, where's that coming from? Right? This is why very true autistic people were always listening to music. Oh, we need music. The very true ones, not the ones that are just plain stupid and don't want to listen to music. I'm talking about true autistic kids, true autistic boys and girls. We always constantly need the music because it's a form of steaming. And we listen to the same freaking song on a loop forever and ever and ever and ever. Like my favorite songs are like on repeat forever and ever. And I don't get tired of them. That's an autistic person. Regular person, they cannot handle maybe 3, 4 replays of the song. An autistic boy, an autistic girl, we listen to the same song over and over and over. We can listen to the same song for a whole hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and we'll be stuck in the same song forever. And I know you guys are gonna be thinking that's an excuse. It's not. Learn what bothers you as being autistic and work on that aspect. I hated loud music, so I started making music. And I've been making music since I've been a kid. I had to learn how to play the guitar, taught myself some piano, taught myself some violin. Not the perfected at it, but at least I learned the principles of the piano, of the violin, of the guitar, because I did not like loud sounds. And the reason why I brought the autism spectrum of it is because a lot of you guys that are doing all of this stuff, you guys are autistic. You guys actually are autistic in the spectrum, but you guys do not realize it. Every man is autistic. Every profession has autism in them. Okay? Every the biggest ones in the spectrum are actually scientists. And that's because they're geniuses to the point where they understand the universe and the complexity of the cosmos. They understand the patterns of the stars. They understand the spectrum of the universe, of the black holes. They understand how it bends. They understand all of that. But please learn to tame your dragon. That's why I tell you guys that lust comes in many forms. not just sexual. Lust is not just sexual. Because at the end of the day, taming your sexuality is actually easier than it seems. You guys are not lazy. You guys just need more sleep. You guys don't need you guys just need to understand that you have the answers inside of you to achieve what you want. By all means, because I still listen to my content creators, I still watch my content creators, but now I listen and watch in a third person view. I'm watching myself watch my content creators and I'm analyzing, okay, what information does my character want to take away from this perspective of the information that they are telling me? And I start absorbing, okay, I'm gonna take that information, I'm gonna put it in my brain, and I'm watching myself from a third person view, watching myself, watching on my phone, and then I take out the information and I watch myself put that information and store it somewhere in my brain. And if you don't know how to view yourself in the third person view, I don't know how else I can explain it to you, but that's how I view my life. I view my life in the third view person. Like right now, I am watching myself from the third person view talk to you on this screen right now. And it might sound crazy to the viewer, but that's how I view myself right now. And that's how I view myself every single day of my life. When I go run with my dog, I am viewing myself with my dog running, and then I view myself from my third person view, from like the sky view, watching myself run with my dog. That's how I view my life. And I know a few people might view their life like that, but I don't know how many people in life actually view their life like that. When I'm cooking or when I'm doing some prep or when I'm in the kitchen, washing the dishes, or when I'm in the kitchen helping the chefs, I've always viewed myself in the third person view, being in the line and helping the chefs out. I never saw myself first person like this. Like I'm telling you right now, it might sound crazy to you as it seems, but literally I am viewing myself right now, sitting down, watching this phone over there, telling you what's going on. Take it as you want. However, tame your dragon. Train, tame your lust. Tame your lust. And learn that lust also comes in the form of content that you're watching. Lust comes in the forms of news that you're watching. So just understand that you guys need to tame yourselves. And when you tame yourself, you will find the answers within yourself. And this philosophy of living below luxury means, below materialistic things, has been in my life since I've been a kid. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something real quick before I end the video. And reason why I made the video for you guys to tame your dragon. The reason why I made the video to tame your dragon is because I was running away from my dragon. I was running away from the dragon of luxury, of conformity. And I had to face it and be like, I don't want luxury in my life. I don't want conformity in my life. So the more you run away from the dragons of conformity, luxury, richness, you have to understand you got to go turn back and tame them. This is something important that I understood about Jordan Peterson. And I had to really analyze further deep down what he meant about taming your dragons. And he really meant about facing the things in your life that you're running away from. People say, "Oh, you're conformitist." If you feel like you're a conformitist, turn back and face a dragon and be like, "I don't want to be a conformitist," and then slay your dragon. You don't have to kill it because you can find comfort in certain things. I had to turn back around and kill the dragon of luxury because I don't want a luxurious life. I want a very simple life where I can walk freely among the world and don't be bothered by anybody. So I had to turn back because I ran away from that since I've been a kid. Because I know that I wanted a simple life and I don't want a luxurious life. But the dragon of luxury kept chasing me like, oh, but hold up. I mean, you might want it, right? Just flying towards me. Or the dragon of lust in the sexual aspect. Ooh, like he's chasing me like, oh. And the reason why the dragon is chasing you is because the dragon is pushing you towards that way. So the dragon of luxury is pushing me towards the luxury life. And some people go back and tame it and be like, okay, I'm going to tame this and I want some of this luxury. So they don't kill the dragon, they tame the dragon. And that's what I had to realize about the course of Jordan Peterson, the one on the free on YouTube, when he meant you have to learn to tame the dragon. And what does it mean? And that's exactly what my conclusion and my hypothesis came along with. It's like he means that you have to decide, okay, do I kill this or do I tame it? And if you want to kill luxury, then by all means, you go ahead and face luxury and be like, I don't want luxury in my life. So you find a purpose in your life where you can able to find a career where you can pay your bills, have enough money for traveling and vacation, and then you have enough to pay your mortgages and everything else. Lust, all right, I don't want to be chasing lust because when the dragon is chasing you, it's literally you having to chase for that lust, right? You're chasing for that sexual desire. You're chasing for those women. You're chasing for that life. And you're going to find it because the dragon is not going to give you an obstacle. You're just going to go for it. And when you turn back around and you're like, no, I don't want to be always lustful. I don't want to be just sleeping around all the time. Then you go back and you tame your dragon. You don't kill it. You're like, you know what? I want some of this because you should have a little bit of lust in your life because that is also a spark that influence your sexual life. But you're like, I'm not gonna let it consume me. And then you understand life a little different. And then the dragon of purpose that keeps chasing you for a purpose because you're running for a purpose. So this is a dragon of purpose, and you're running towards this purpose because this is not running towards purpose. This is running towards purpose. This is facing your purpose. So when you tame your dragon of purpose and you realize what is my purpose, and you realize that that dragon of purpose is pretty much telling you, you don't need to chase purpose. You just had to face it. You just had to face life. And when people talk about, I need to find my purpose, I don't feel fulfilled in my life, I need to find a purpose. There's a purpose in me. I know I was born to be somebody. I know I was born to be something. It's because they haven't faced the dragon of purpose. Purpose is an everyday life. Purpose is you saying hi to a stranger. Purpose is you waking up the next day because you're breathing, because you're not pushing daisies. Purpose is saying, have a nice day. How are you today? purpose is being able to sit down in your two legs, your two hands, enjoying a meal by yourself, or having a meal with your friends, or coming back home to your pets and they know that you made it back home safely. Because a lot of people wake up and they start chasing their purpose the moment they wake up, like, oh, I need to find my purpose. Some people live like that. Some people truly live like they need to have a purpose for that day. Purpose is literally waking up and you are there. People say showing up for that day. Showing up for the day that you need to go pump gas in your car. Showing up for your brother or your sister. Showing up for giving that call to your mom or your dad. That is purpose. That is meaningful things in life. And that's purpose within itself. Living to the means of where you are living. So to you out there that is constantly stressed, constantly thinking like, what the hell is my purpose? Like, do I have a purpose? Like, this world is huge. This world is so small. It's a tiny little marble. Yeah, you can go pick up an airplane and go fly around the world. And you'll realize it's the same everywhere. Same problems for everybody. People that are struggling to survive, people that are struggling to pay their bills, people that are struggling to feed their kids. And the same thing, there's people that are rich everywhere in another country. There's people that are rich in another country living the life like an American person is living. It's the same thing in every country. But you are unique everywhere you go. Because it's you. It's only you. And if you haven't realized one thing, traveling is cool. But the reason why people need to travel and explore the world and taste the world and feel the world is because they didn't even know their own backyard. They don't even know the crevices of the city that they're at. They don't even know the hood. They didn't even know that there's actually people that are starving within their own state, their own country. And until they wake up and I don't mean wake up like woke, I mean like they wake up one day and they're like, let me travel to the places that people say, oh, don't go there. And they start to see that the same city they're living at is the same city everywhere, in every state, in every country, in every region. And the issue why you feel that you don't have a purpose and the issue why you feel that you are not fulfilled is because you don't even explore your own city. There's a point in life when you realize that you explore your city and then you travel. And then you travel and you'll realize, I have a good where I am. I have an amazing life. And then that's when you have the option to say, you know what? Now I want to move. Now I want to be somewhere else. Now I want to live in a different country. Now I want to move to that city that I thought it was impossible to move. And then you start planning it out. You don't have to write it. People say, oh, I need to write it in a journal, everything. Don't write anything. Just do. Just do it. Every day, but little, you put a brick and a brick and a brick. You don't even have to put a full brick. Put a half a brick. And then put another cement together. And then put another brick together. But don't feel that you guys are running out of time. Don't feel that you guys are not chasing a purpose. Because everybody that's selling you something is telling you that you're running out of time. And if you run out of time, then that was your time. Everything that you did was meant for you to do. If you run out of time, every single thing that you have done in your life was meant for you to do. There was nothing more, nothing less. Everything was meant for you to do. So enjoy your life. Don't compare yourself to every other person in the world because they're not you. They're called influencers because they influence you to live to their perspective and not to your perspective. So take it as you want. But understand one thing, that you just being alive, you as a man just being alive, your life is already being fulfilled. Because we're living in a time where so many of our brothers, and by brothers I'm talking about men in particularly, are taking their lives away because they feel that they don't have a purpose. They feel that their time is running out. And time is not running out. You guys have up till you die to do what you need to do. And if you die, then you lived your life how you were supposed to live it. That's just a message from the Great Spirit. This is Hayoka speaking. Have a wonderful day. Please don't give up on yourself. Because the moment that you stop giving up on yourself is the moment that you stop living. Have a wonderful day.